What's good, y'all? What's happening? It is your boy, the Cajun Carnivore. This is a brand new channel. This is my very first video, and I'm just coming to you to introduce myself to you. And we're going to document my 1 year journey on carnivore, which will begin on tomorrow, January 1st. By the time you see it, it will already be January 1st, but I'm recording this on New Year's Eve. So this is the beginning part, and then I'm gonna go ahead on and cut and show everything that I'm got going on tomorrow. I'm off of work, and goal of this channel is to see how much weight I can lose in a calendar year doing carnivore. I have done carnivore before, and I've had success doing it, but I haven't been strictly carnivore or consistently carnivore where I've stuck to it for a long time. I might have done like maybe 7 to 10 days straight, had some success. Then I kind of start feeling myself. And the next thing you know, we go back to being regular. So the goal right here, what I'm trying to accomplish is I am going to actually do it this time. And the goal is going to be long-term consistency over the course of 2026. Not saying I'm going to be 100% perfect because like I say, you got birthdays and anniversaries and vacations and all that stuff. But at the same time, coming out the gate, we're definitely going to go 30 days, strict carnivore, cut everything out, and we'll take it from there. And we're just going to be as strictly carnivore as we can moving forward. So I really hope you like the content. I really hope you enjoy what I'm going to give to you over the course of the year. And, let's see how much weight we can lose, man. I lost a good amount of weight doing it before, off and on. So I'm really excited to see what the year is going to bring now that I'm going to bring some real big time consistency. So that's all I got right now. This is the intro to the video. And now I'm going to cut to, my actual meal, which will be actually on the 1st of January. Day 1, January 1, 2026 is about to be in full effect. Let's go. All right. Good morning, y'all. Happy New Year to everybody. Listen, I'm a Miami Hurricane fan, as you can see. I'm going to get me, hopefully, a celebratory breakfast. I don't know if the establishment is open because I don't see too much traffic, but I'm going to try anyway. But if we get it, it's going to be a carnivore, 100% carnivore breakfast. So we'll see. We'll see. And I'm also getting me a coffee. I got to have my coffee. I'm a coffee junkie. The problem is with my coffee, I don't do sugar. I do not do sugar. I'm good with not putting sugar. But I do got to have my cream. So I got to get into drinking it black. And, hey, we got to do what we got to do. So let's see what we can get. Well, so much for that. They were closed. It's New Year's. So I didn't expect them to be closed. I thought they would have been open. But it's a little mom and pop's establishment. So I'm assuming that they didn't expect to have the traffic that they normally have. So I went ahead and we're going to turn this into an intermittent fast day because I did have my last meal. I was watching the game last night. I want to say it was about 9 o'clock. And right now it's about 9 o'clock. So I'm 12 hours from my last meal. So I have to wait till at least 1 o'clock. And we're going to do a 16-8. And I'm going to catch some carnivore. Because even though it's New Year's, there's a lot of establishments open today. And I'm off today. I don't have to work today. So that's what we're going to do. But just to show you what I got, I told y'all, I'm a coffee junkie and I got a head of cream. Well, check this out. Black. 100% black. Nothing in it except air and opportunity. That's what we got going on right there. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my coffee. And we're going to get this day started. We're going to get the new year started. And when it's all said and done, this is what we're going to do. Happy New Year. All right, y'all. So carnivore is in full effect. I'm doing the intermittent fast. Right now it is 10:30. I have another 2.5 hours until I can legally eat. I hate to say it like that, but that's what it is. So I finished my black coffee, no sugar, no cream, and I'm about to get started on my gallon of water. It's very important on carnivore to not put anything extra into your system. So it's going to be water. I finished my black coffee with no sugar, no cream. And then we'll get to actually eating. Some people do OMAD, and then some people do 2MAD. Normally when I'm working, I'm off today for New Year's. So normally when I'm working, I don't eat lunch. I usually do OMAD maybe 3 days a week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Going into the weekend, Thursday and Friday, I'll do 2MAD. So, but I'm still going to eat, when I do 2MAD, carnivore meals. I'll show y'all all the spots that I go. I'll be back at work tomorrow, so I'll detail it tomorrow. I'll show you where I go and what I get that is 100% carnivore. And we are going to do what we do. So, carnivore. Got to do it. Let's continue to ride. Hey, y'all, Cajun Carnivores in the building. I got some lunch. Let me see if I can prop my phone up so y'all can see what we're working with. So I went and got some Burger King. And it's got to keep it carnivore. I got me a couple of Whoppers. Now the one thing about carnivore, as we all know, no bread, no sauces, anything that can trigger inflammation. So a lot of your seed oils and stuff like that, a lot of the ingredients that's found in mayonnaise and stuff like that can trigger inflammation. So I got me 2 Whoppers, and I got them plain. As you can see right here, this is the first one. Well, I got this one plain. I got the other one plain with cheese. And I know what some of the carnivore gurus are going to say, cheese isn't carnivore. Well, you know what? To each his own. Cheese you can't have is more like a dirty carnivore. So as you can see, this was my one thing about Burger King buns. This was my favorite part. Oh my goodness. Especially when you got the mayo and you got the ketchup and you got the pickles and all of that. So, as much as it hurts me to do this, hold on a second. In the trash. So, 2 Whoppers. This is it. This is my plain one right here, my Whopper patty. I don't know if I got enough water to drink. Remember earlier I had my gallon? This is how much I got left, so. Yeah, man. This lifestyle, and like I said earlier, I did this last year. I had success with it last year. Carnivore will help you lose weight, but you have a whole lot of more benefits than just weight loss with carnivore. It's a whole lot. Your blood numbers, your levels and all of that stuff gets good. Mental clarity, you sleep better, you're digestive. I don't want to get too graphic, but they said your bathroom trips are a lot smoother, if you know what I mean. It's the way to go. The roughest part about carnivore is getting adjusted to the lifestyle. That's the thing if you've never done it. For me, I absolutely love it. I just need to develop consistency. And that's the goal. Like I said, that's what we're doing for 2026. But today is January 1st, and I always say, and I do this every year. I think we all do this. We set these New Year's resolution goals, right? And I think where people really get twisted is when you set a resolution, resolutions are meant to not last. A resolution to me is like, this is what I'm going to try to do. I'm tired of trying to maintain something for New Year's. I'm trying to stick to something. So that's why I say we ain't doing a New Year's resolution. We're doing a lifestyle change that begins on New Year's Day. That's how I look at it. I want to go all year on carnivore, but like I said, I'm human. I know that's not possible. But to me, because like I said, you're going to have birthdays, you're going to have weddings and vacations. You're going to have different events that you're just going to, you can do your best to try to stay within the confines of carnivore, but you've got to stay disciplined. Discipline is the biggest thing. It's a mental hack. It's a mental hack. You can run all the laps and do 10,000, 15,000 steps a day. But if you don't have the discipline up top to eat right and put the nutrition with the workouts, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. Like I said, it's bland, but my motivation in doing this is knowing that at the end of the tunnel, hopefully, we just came off of Christmas, so by this Christmas coming up this new year, I will have really achieved a nice amount of weight loss by doing carnivore. So one day at a time, we got to learn not to try to take it and stretch it out. One day at a time, we do what we got to do. Stick to it, stay disciplined, stick to the plan, work your plan your work, and it's all going to work out. But if you're consistent and you go day by day, time will pass. And as long as you're consistent as time passes, you're going to see success. You're definitely going to see success. It was good. Like I said, I don't have much water. I'm trying not to drink, until I finish the second one. But that's how that goes. Well, that was the first one. So now we're going to handle the second one. So the second one, I actually got a Whopper with cheese. Well, I already started pulling the bread off, but it's a Whopper with cheese. So, as I told you, once again, best part of the Whopper. Oh my God, especially when it has that little bit of a toast to it. Like if they toast it just right and they got a crunch. I know y'all know, but anyway. I kind of messed up. Watch, I'm going to show you. I threw it in the trash. The first one that I had put in the trash. But as you see the little bucket section with the squeegee, I tried to throw the bun in there into the trash and it went into the squeegee. My bad. But now, I know some people are going to have some stuff to say. Cheese is not carnivore. Listen, I did a lot of research. I watched a lot of carnivore experts. You're right. Cheese is not strict carnivore. It's not. However, cheese is still accepted as part of a more relaxed part of your carnivore journey. The key to carnivore is this. Breads, anything that's going to spike your insulin, your sugars and stuff like that, you stay away from. Rice, pasta, sugars, sauces that contain sugars, and oils. Because you're trying to, the bottom line is with carnivore, you're trying to get your body to a state where it's in constant ketosis and it's burning fat for energy instead of burning carbs. When you eat a sandwich, when you eat a big plate of rice, or you eat French fries, or you eat potato chips and all of that stuff, you're taking in a big amount of carbs. But when you take in a big amount of carbs, guess what? When your body goes to burn, and try to get a source of energy, it's tapping into the carbs. And if you're eating constant carbs and stuff like that, you're going to be insulin resistant. Insulin resistance blocks being able to lose weight. So you want to get to the point where you're not tapping into carbs for energy, you're tapping into your stored body fat. And if you can beat insulin sensitivity, that means you're jumping into ketosis a lot quicker. That's why it's important to fast. you put all of that stuff together, you can't help but to be successful. I've done it to a lesser degree, but I just haven't been consistent. So I'm about to tear this Whopper up with cheese. Cheese makes the difference. Remember that first one I had was plain. This one has a little thing of cheese on it. Cheese definitely makes the difference. But I try not to overload the cheese. I do it in moderation. But, yeah. We'll update. We'll get our dinner. And then we'll go ahead and give a summary of day one. Catch you later. All right. So, this is the time of day where I'm getting ready to get my dinner. And now I have to figure out exactly where or what I'm going to get. Well, not what I'm going to get. I know I'm going to get something that's carnivore within the carnivore diet. So I'm not worried about what I have to get. I'm worried about where I'm going to go. And I'm leaning Subway. Let me see if I can fix this thing a little bit because I don't have a stand to hold my phone. But I'm leaning Subway. The thing about Subway is when I was doing it last year, I would get the protein bowl at Subway. But with the protein bowl, I would just get meat. I would get meat. I would get eggs because they got the little egg things. Actually, I'd get two meats. Some eggs, like a double meat option with eggs and cheese. But like I said, this year I'm lightening up the cheese. I'm not gonna go as frequent with the cheese because even though cheese is approved, it's still not, strict carnivore. Now I've already had a Whopper patty with cheese, so if it's strict carnivore that I'm looking for, that ship is already sailed. But what I'm looking for is just to really be consistent with the overall objective of carnivore. If it tweaks a little bit to where, look, you have some cheese here and there, that's okay. That's okay, because the key to carnivore is keeping yourself in a ketosis and not getting to where you're getting those seed oils and all of that stuff that cause inflammation, and not putting yourself in a situation where you start taking on carbohydrates. And I know some cheeses have carbs. You're not going to ultimately eliminate all carbs, as might say, but you're still going to be able, with just being very moderate with the cheese, the little bit of carbs that you're going to get, it's not going to affect you as much. It's something that, you'll be able to come right back down from. So that's what we're looking at. That's how we're looking at doing it. And that's what we're going to do. That's the game plan. One thing I'm fighting right now is because right now I told y'all I love coffee, right? I love coffee. And I drink coffee. My bad. I drink coffee twice a day. Twice a day I drink coffee. But like I told y'all, I love my cream in my coffee. I love my cream. So I had my first coffee. This is, what I had this morning, which I only drank about half of it. It's all black. Had I had my cream, I would have drank the entire cup. So I say all that to say this. I want my second cup, but this is where the mind hack comes in. This is where it's like, okay, I want it because at this time of the day, I go get my cream in it. I don't put sugar, never did, but I put the cream in it. So now I have to literally tell myself, you know what? We're not going to do cream and sugar, or we never did sugar, but we're not going to do cream because cream has those oils in it, and it does have some sugar, so it will cause not just inflammation, but it's also going to have carbs. It's going to be a lot more carbs than what you want. So I have to literally just say, you know what, my afternoon coffee fix, we're just not going to have it. We're not going to do it. and I just got to stand true to it. Like I said, everything else I think was a success today. Day one I think is a success because I'm going to go get my Subway. I'm going to get my bowl. I'm looking at, for meats, I'm looking at the rotisserie chicken. And I'm thinking about mixing it with steak. By me doing that, it gives me 2 meats. That's a lot of protein. And not only that, I think I'm going to go ahead on and get those eggs. They have the 2 eggs. Put the eggs in there with it. And I'm going to let them go light on the cheese. I used to go with the garlic aioli sauce, which all of those sauces, even though, and that's where you got to be careful. You really got to get into the science of carnivore. You got to get into the science of carnivore because a lot of those sauces, they may not have the sugar content, but they definitely have the ingredients to cause inflammation. So that's pretty much where I stand with that. I just wanted to give you an update. So yeah, man, we're about to hit Subway. I'm about to get the protein bowl. I'm about to take it on into the house, call it a day, because I do have to go to work tomorrow. I was off today. So tomorrow we're going to be vlogging, carnivore while at work. And we'll be getting off for the weekend. And then when we get off for the weekend, we'll run this back. So Subway, I'm on the way. Let me get a protein bowl. Let me get rotisserie chicken, and I'm gonna get some steak. You can do a double. Oh, it's just go. Oh, you got some egg? Y'all got some egg too? What? So what you mean? It's not like what is?
It's an egg, but I mean, like a lot of people think like gold.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I get it all the time. Yeah, give me let me get 2 of them, and little cheese, and that's it. Now that's just gonna be just the meat, the egg, and a little cheese on top. That's gonna be it. I ain't getting no veggies and nothing like that. Yeah. Yes, please. Good enough. Bro, that stuff was $21. It's a good thing to have, but man, it's expensive, man. It's expensive. But gotta make it do what it do. So let's check it out. I'm still trying to get over $21. All right, so for those of y'all that want to see this, let me go ahead and show you what we got. Let me show you what we got. Let me pull it out. Our dinner. Simple. That's our dinner. Carnivore. That's rotisserie chicken, steak, double shot of that with 2 eggs on top. So that's what we got. That's gonna be dinner tonight. No, and a little cheese. No oils, no veggies, none of that. So that's gonna be carnivore. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and get me some gas. I'm gonna head to the house, and that will be it. That's how we're gonna end it. So shouts out to everybody. This is day one. We're gonna eat. We're gonna come to a wrap. We're gonna wind up finishing the day with 2 meals. So we will have done day one. 2 mad carnivore, 2 meals a day with carnivore. Day 2 tomorrow. So we'll holla.